Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? This is Joseph Conlon coming to you with your NXT Takeover in your house preview and predictions on Friday, June 5th, 2020. We are 2 days away from NXT Takeover in your house pay-per-view, the first takeover since NXT Takeover Portland. And the first thing I'm going to say on this preview and predictions video here today for you guys is this takeover is absolutely crucial. That this has to be a great takeover. Why does this have to be a great takeover? Why are you putting so much pressure on NXT? It's because I feel like ever since the pandemic started in March, and NXT got back to weekly television in about late March, early April, it hasn't been that NXT that I watch in 2019 and in 2018 and in the early stages of 2020. NXT, folks, to me at least, has felt a little bit main roster-ish, in my opinion, I guess you could say. But I'm not saying the shows have been bad. Like, something is missing. I know one of the things is the Full Sail crowd, because the Full Sail crowd brings the energy up so much for that show. But I just feel like, from a creative standpoint, there's something lackluster happening. There's something lackluster happening. It doesn't feel like the normal NXT that we got last year. This time last year when it was a NXT Takeover 25, like, I got extremely exciting vibes from that show last year, and that was, I believe, one of the most underrated shows of the entire year in 2019. And now this year we got the Takeover in your house. We got the old school vibe with the in your house pay-per-view, and you got NXT mixed up to it. The build's been passable. The build has been passable. But now the main question is NXT going to get back on track and deliver a great takeover for us and get and produce shows like we know NXT can, and we know, like, NXT being the best brand in the WWE? In my opinion, yes, they will. Look at the card on paper. 6 matches. The 6 matches I am looking at on my notepad right here. This show looks to be incredible. An incredible show with a great lineup. I have full confidence in Triple H. If there's anybody in WWE that I have confidence in, it is definitely Triple H. And he is going to deliver for us this Sunday night for NXT TakeOver in your house. And I'm very excited for the show. But for today, we got 6 matches to talk about. We're going to go over these 6 matches. We got 6-woman tag with Tegan Nox, Shotzi Blackheart, and Mia Yim versus Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Raquel Gonzalez. Finn Balor versus Damien Priest. Tommaso Ciampa versus Karrion Kross. Johnny Gargano versus Keith Lee. Rhea Ripley versus Io Shirai for Charlotte for the NXT Women's Championship. And in the main event for the NXT Championship in a backlot brawl, it'll be the Velveteen Dream getting another shot at Adam Cole. So 6 matches to talk about right here on the NXT TakeOver in your house preview predictions video. So without further ado, enough of me ramming. Let's talk about the matches. And we're going to get things started here with a one-on-one contest between Damien Priest and the Prince, Finn Balor. This one came about when Velveteen Dream was supposed to go one-on-one with Finn Balor, and Finn Balor was suddenly attacked backstage, and he could not face the Velveteen Dream. And I originally thought that this was going to be Walter because at the time, Finn Balor was feuding with Walter, and then Cameron Grimes a few weeks ago was actually talking smack on Finn Balor, so we thought it was him. And no disrespect to Cameron Grimes, but that would have been extremely disappointing. And then Damien Priest actually costed Balor the match against Cameron Grimes a few weeks ago, and he said, I had fun beating you up a few weeks ago, and he laughed. So that's why we're getting Priest and Balor at TakeOver, and besides that, there's not really a much build. There's not really much hype around the match. Quite frankly, I guess this is the match you could be least excited for, but I mean, who's not excited about a Finn Balor match? I mean, the man is awesome at what he does. I totally see Finn Balor bringing Damien Priest to a great match here. I do think that these two will start the show to kick it off, so I think you got Balor and Damien Priest starting off the show, and you could make a very good case for a Damien Priest to get a big victory over Finn Balor, because Priest has been taking losses. He lost in the Triple Threat North American Championship match. He lost to Keith Lee for the North American Championship, which I originally thought was going to be the man who takes the championship off of Keith Lee, but apparently not. And I think Finn Balor is going to win this match. Finn Balor, I don't even know when was the last time he had an important win in NXT. It was probably an episode of NXT during the pandemic, which I don't remember, but I feel like Finn Balor has had a big win in a while. So Finn Balor will be getting this victory over Damien Priest, and we could be seeing him in the NXT Championship picture maybe after the feud with Priest. We'll see. But I'm going with Finn Balor to defeat Damien Priest. Six-woman tag that was announced this past week on NXT. We got the baby faces, Mia Yim, Tegan Knox, and I believe, who's the other one? Shotzi Blackheart. That's who it was. I had it written down in my notes, and I can't believe I forgot about it. But Shotzi Blackheart's the other member of the babyface team. Then we got the heel team of Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, and Candice LeRae. I really didn't get why this match was necessary to add to the card, but Triple H went over in his conference call for the In Your House show this Sunday that the women have been very impressive lately in NXT, and all these different women and all these storylines. It's making him proud of women's wrestling, and these six women, he said, could steal the show on Sunday night. I think all six women are great. Maybe I think Raquel Gonzalez is a little too green in the ring, and Mia Yim is extremely boring. But the rest of the four, I could watch them go at it for a few minutes and not have a complaint with. But I mean, who knows? Maybe they will steal the show on Sunday night. But for this match, I really don't have a reasoning why for who I'm picking to win. But because Candice LeRae pinned Mia Yim on NXT this week, and Raquel Gonzalez pinned Shotzi Blackheart on NXT, I believe the week after, I'm going with the babyfaces to win. I'm going with Mia Yim, Tegan Knox, and Shotzi Blackheart to pick up the win in this six-woman tag at TakeOver. So it should be a fun match. And yeah, I got the babyfaces winning. I'm pretty sure that this match, the match that I'm about to talk about, is a match that a lot of people are looking forward to on Sunday night, and that is the North American Championship match between Johnny Gargano and Keith Lee. Johnny Gargano turned heel at NXT TakeOver Portland when he attacked Tommaso Ciampa in the NXT Championship match against Adam Cole. I still think that's one of the greatest NXT Championship matches of all time. And I actually watched it back 2 weeks ago, so you're not going to change my mind on that one, folks. But Johnny Gargano and Keith Lee. Johnny Gargano, it looked like the past few weeks he was going to be, like before the feud with Keith Lee, that when Candice LeRae came in his non-sanctioned match against Tommaso Ciampa in the cinematic match, and she kicked Ciampa in the balls. It looked like Johnny Gargano was going to be a dark, vicious character, and I'm glad they did not go that route because they already have a lot of guys that are in the dark character, like they have Damien Priest and Karrion Kross and Dexter Lumis, and they don't need another one in Johnny Gargano. I actually am loving the character. Excuse me. I just drank a milkshake, so excuse me. But I'm loving the heel work that Johnny Gargano is doing right now. He is just a man hiding behind his wife and having his wife protect him and him protecting his wife, which is Candice LeRae. I am loving their sit-down dinner segments when they talked about Dominik Dijakovic that few weeks ago, and they talked about Keith Lee and Mia Yim. I'm loving the dinner segments, and Johnny Gargano challenging Keith Lee, not challenging, just Johnny Gargano breaking down Keith Lee, and then Keith Lee and Mia Yim getting all pissed off, and Johnny Gargano is basically just, he's a simp. Johnny Gargano is a simp, and you know what? I love it. I really do love it. It's kind of funny if you think about it well. People, I gotta talk about it. I talked about this so much, I feel like, past NXT reviews, I've talked about this so much, but people thought that Johnny Gargano heel turn was not going to work well for NXT, and the past few weeks, they've proven all of those people wrong, because Johnny Gargano is a great heel. Johnny Gargano is having a great heel run. Yeah, I prefer babyface Johnny Gargano over heel Johnny Gargano, but that doesn't mean he's not a good heel. Johnny Gargano is a great heel, and I'm loving this simp character that he's in right now, hiding behind Candice LeRae and acting all scared from Keith Lee and all that stuff. I love it. I really do. But for this match against Keith Lee, I really don't think they're going to give Gargano the title now. They might give it to him later in like a few weeks on NXT or whatever, because I don't see Keith Lee holding that championship for a long time. For a while. I don't see him holding that North American championship for a few more months. I could see him holding it for like one more month or maybe a few weeks. But I think Keith Lee wins the North American Championship match. Keith Lee will retain here against Johnny Gargano. I think Mia Yim and Candice LeRae will get involved. I think this goes on after the women's match, so that LeRae and Yim just wrestled, and Candice LeRae comes out to help. Candice LeRae comes out to help her husband Gargano, and Mia Yim comes out, and Keith Lee hits his jackhammer, and Keith Lee will retain the North American Championship. I'm sure this match is going to be absolutely amazing, and I would be shocked if this match is below 4 stars. At least 4 stars. You got Johnny Gargano, who's probably the best wrestler in NXT. And you got Keith Lee, this ginormous man who can fly like a cruiserweight, who's having a decent run as the North American champion. I don't think his time is up yet. I think this could be the match of the night. Matter of fact, I think this is going to be match of the night. And I have Keith Lee retaining the NXT North American Championship against Johnny Gargano this Sunday. I really don't feel like I need to voice my opinion that much about this match because I've talked about it the past few weeks on the NXT reviews. So if you've missed recent NXT reviews here on the channel, go check them out because I definitely do talk about Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, and Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's Championship a lot. And the one thing I have emphasized, along with freaking 95% of the community, is Charlotte Flair must, it is a must that she loses that NXT championship on Sunday night. I really don't care. I really don't care who wins between Rhea Ripley or Io Shirai, okay? I don't care. I think they are both fantastic, and I love Rhea Ripley. I love Io Shirai. If Rhea wins, that's awesome. If Io Shirai wins, that's awesome. But my God, just get that championship off of Charlotte Flair. She's not helping the NXT Women's Division whatsoever. She's not helping that championship. She's not helping ratings against AEW. If anything, ratings are going down because of Charlotte Flair and her association with NXT. So she has to lose. I'm sure this match is going to be a really good match. The match at WrestleMania between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, it was solid until Charlotte won the Women's Championship from Ripley, and that ruined the entire thing. Io Shirai being added to this match is only going to make this match better. Io Shirai, in my opinion, is the best women's wrestler in the world, and that's that. Her being in the match is going to be great, and I'm just going to go out and say that Rhea Ripley is going to get back the NXT Women's Championship by pinning Io Shirai. So that's that. I am picking Rhea Ripley to win the NXT Women's Championship on Sunday night, and it should be a good match. It should be a good women's match. Talk about coming in to a new company, to your NXT brand, and the first thing you're doing when you arrive in NXT is you're having a feud with the face of that brand, Tommaso Ciampa. Karrion Kross gets brought into NXT, and his first feud is with the top person in that brand. He is the face of NXT, that man being Tommaso Ciampa. Karrion Kross and Tommaso Ciampa. This should be this should be a war. This should really, really be a war. I have not watched Karrion Kross wrestle a match since Slammiversary for Impact pay-per-view, which was all the way back in July of last year. So, and I'm sure I think I watched a squash match of his, but like those matches don't count really. Those really don't count. They were like 2 minutes total squash matches for Karrion Kross against Leon Ruff and some other dude. I think Denzel Dejournette or whoever. But this is Karrion Kross's first real match in NXT, and it's on a huge stage, like NXT Takeover in your house, and it's against the top face of NXT, Tommaso Ciampa. That says a lot. That says a lot of what Triple H and NXT Creative think about Karrion Kross. Folks, get ready. Karrion Kross is the future of NXT. He really is. If you're putting him in a feud with Tommaso Ciampa in his first feud on the NXT brand, that says a lot. They have so much investment. They have so much stock in Karrion Kross, and he is going to be a top guy in NXT, and he will probably be NXT champion. I'm thinking by the end of 2020, or if I bought, and he'll win it in fall of 2020. But this match with Tommaso Ciampa, I said that Johnny Gargano and Keith Lee was probably going to be the best match of the night. But this is the match I'm looking forward to the most, just for the simple fact that this is Karrion Kross' debut. This is probably the best thing going on NXT right now, and it's Tommaso Ciampa, and Tommaso Ciampa is freaking great at what he does, and he's going to bring that dark side out of Karrion Kross. You can believe that, but for the result of this match, I would say this is probably the most predictable outcome of the entire night. No way Tommaso Ciampa wins this match. That would just derail all the hype and all the stock Karrion Kross has. So there is no way in hell that Tommaso Ciampa is walking out Sunday night as a winner. Karrion Kross is definitely winning this match. This is the match I'm looking forward to the most. I think it's going to be great. I think these two are going to tell a great story together. It's going to be a war. It's going to be brutal. And I think Karrion Kross gets the victory against Tommaso Ciampa, basically in his NXT debut, if you want to think about it. At least I think about it that way. So, Karrion Kross for the win over Tommaso Ciampa. Finally, your main event for NXT TakeOver in your house. For the NXT Championship, we have Challenger Velveteen Dream versus Champion Adam Cole in a backlot brawl. Now, this could only tell me that this match is going to be filmed cinematically. Triple H did confirm in the conference call that it was filmed already, as a lot of people know. This match was filmed already. No spoilers, but the match was filmed already. I heard that wrestlers parked their car to make it a square around the ring, so it's like a ring in a parking lot outside of Full Sail. Wrestlers parked their car as like a square, and I don't know if the wrestlers were there to be like a crowd or if it's just Dream and Cole. But it should be very cool. It should be very fun. And I'm just hoping that they deliver this time. Because I've expressed this a lot in past NXT reviews, that I was very disappointed in the first Adam Cole Velveteen Dream match. I'm like, those guys only got 8 minutes in the main event of NXT for the NXT Championship. That is total bullshit. And I know they are on a big stage like Takeover. They're main eventing the show. It's going to be them to a backlot brawl for the NXT Championship. I'm going to give these guys 25 minutes, and they're going to put on a 5-star classic. Guarantee it. Hopefully they put on a 5-star classic, because I've said this before, and I will say this again. Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole are my two favorite wrestlers, not only in NXT, not only in WWE, but in the world. Top 10 wrestlers in the world. Both Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole are on that list. So I'm looking forward to this match a lot. I think it should be a whole lot of fun. It's probably going to be filmed cinematically. I'd be shocked if it's not. And as the result, this is so hard to predict, because I love Adam Cole so much, and I love Velveteen Dream so much, that at the end of the day, I want to just flip a coin. But I'm not that type of guy who's just going to flip a coin on a match. I feel like that's not me. That's not me. But I'm going to think logically in my head. Adam Cole's been NXT champion for 1 year. He defeated Johnny Gargano last year at NXT TakeOver 25. He defeated Gargano twice. He defended it against Matt Riddle at what could be one of the best TV matches of 2019. He defended it against Finn Balor in the final episode of NXT in 2019. And he defended against Tommaso Ciampa at NXT TakeOver Portland this year. And I feel like after that match, Adam Cole's NXT Championship reign has been very uneventful, is the word I could say. Uneventful, very forgettable. But that's not his championship reign because, well, like, let me rephrase this again. From the time Adam Cole beat Tommaso Ciampa to now, it's been a very forgetful run for the NXT Championship. But his reign for 1 year has been unbelievable. Adam Cole, if you guys like it or not, Adam Cole is the greatest NXT champion of all time. I'm not biased by saying that. I actually, truly believe that. Adam Cole is the greatest NXT champion of all time, and you cannot change my mind on that. He put on classics. That match that he won the championship from Johnny Gargano last year at TakeOver 25, unbelievable. You have no idea how many times I've watched that match before. And I'll probably go watch it again before TakeOver on Sunday. But I feel like it's time. It's time to take the title off of Adam Cole and put that title on the Velveteen Dream. The Velveteen Dream is ready. The Velveteen Dream is a main event guy in NXT. He's not in the North American Championship picture anymore. He's not. The Velveteen Dream could be a face of NXT. And I feel like we've seen so much progress from Velveteen Dream ever since he had that match at TakeOver War Games 1 against Aleister Black. And everybody talked about how Aleister Black won the match, but who stood out the most in that match? It was the Velveteen Dream. It was the Velveteen Dream. And after that, the Velveteen Dream kept getting better and better and better and better. And we see him on every single TakeOver. It's his time. Velveteen Dream rumors have been quietly shut down for now. And why not strike when the time is right? And the time is right for the Velveteen Dream to become NXT champion. If Velveteen Dream doesn't win the NXT championship, he'll never win the NXT championship. So now is the time to put that championship on him. And after this, there will literally be nothing for Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era to do. There will be nothing for them to do. So there are rumors that there's going to be a whole boatload of call-ups in the month of June for NXT. Matt Riddle has already been called up. Dominik Dijakovic has been rumored. Chelsea Green has been rumored. And I think the Undisputed Era are going to go up with them. They have accomplished everything they could in NXT. 3-time NXT Tag Team Champions. Roderick Strong was the North American Champion for 5 months. Adam Cole was the first ever North American Champion. Adam Cole was the first ever. And Adam Cole was NXT Champion for 1 year. They've done everything. They've feuded with everybody in NXT. And it sounds very, very frightening to say this. The Undisputed Era. It's time for them to go to the main roster. And the Velveteen Dream will win the NXT Championship on Sunday night. at Takeover in Your House. I'm getting out of here. That is your NXT Takeover in Your House preview and predictions video. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't already, subscribe on the Big Fight Field channel, man. We are almost there. We are almost to 100 subscribers. We're like, I think 4 subscribers away until 100. So very exciting stuff right there. Comment down below. I want to know your predictions for NXT TakeOver in Your House. Tell me who you think are going to win the matches. I love when I interact with you guys. I like the YWC a lot better than the IWC, I'll tell you that. So leave your comments down below and let me know your predictions for NXT TakeOver in Your House this Sunday on the WWE Network. If you guys are excited for NXT TakeOver in Your House, just like I am, hit that like button. And follow me on Twitter at Colin_Joseph and Instagram as well. And follow Eddie on Twitter at EddieMullins515. And if you guys missed my recent videos such as Raw Review, my promo I cut on Tuesday night on Eddie Mullins, AEW Review, and NXT Review, go check out those videos. And most importantly, I will emphasize this one more time. Subscribe right here to the channel. We're almost at 100 subscribers, man. And I will see you guys back on the channel Sunday night for your In Your House review. I'm not sure if I will be by myself or with my Backyard Raw partner Eddie, but either way, I will be here. So have a good day, stay safe, and enjoy NXT TakeOver in Your House Sunday night. Take care, guys.